All right, YouTubers, we're back, found it here, and if you watch my previous video, um, they mentioned that I found a Canadian nickel worked into the rolls of the bank rolled U.S. nickels that I had gone through. And I usually not a big fan of the Canadian coins in there, but I have found a couple of oddballs and some minor variations and things like that, like you saw in the last video. But this one has the potential to be something fairly special. So I'm going to go through a couple of the things on this thing with you and show you some pictures of what I'm learning about it, because this was a little bit of an education for me. And I am planning on sending this coin in to be graded to confirm my suspicions. So let's go through a few things on this thing. So as you can see, this is a 1953. This was not like the nickels they have today. It's a different face on the nickel here. So let's go over a couple of things on this thing. So I apologize, this is as close as I get with my camera and where you can still see it, so you're going to have to kind of bear with me a little bit. Excuse me. So we have two things going on here. We have the SF and the NIR. So the SF, there's a variety of NSF and SF, and that has to do with this I and DEI right here. Nothing to do with these. It has to do with this one. So if this is a straight up and down I, where it almost looks like a rectangle shaped without any points on it, you know, curvature and points on it, which you'll see in the picture that I'll do next year, that is called an SF. If you have the curved edges, it's called an NSF. So let's take a look at that here right now. So I believe I have the SF version of this coin. So step 2 is on the other side. And I do like the back side of the Canadian coins, are pretty cool. Maybe they're just different than the US coins I see all the time, so that's why I like them, who knows. Anyway, here's our second issue, is this maple leaf right here. So there's the near and the far. And I believe, let me see if I can get a little tiny bit closer here. That's a little better. So I believe mine to be a near, by the looks of it. And where the kind of the issues on these things, if you look where that point of the leaf, how close it is to the edge, and this point of the leaf, how close it is to the edge. It has nothing to do with this leaf or any other spot on the coin. Just the placement of this leaf in reference to the edge. So let's take a look at that picture and you can get a better understanding. I'll show you the near and the far both in a couple of photos here from coinsincanada.com. So seeing what you've seen and seeing what I've learned, and on a few other websites, doing a little bit of research on a couple of different sites, I believe that I have the 1953 variation Canadian nickel of an an SF near. I don't know 100% because some of that, I know I have an SF. I know it's hard to see on here. I know I have the SF. As far as the near goes, that's a little hard to tell and a little subjective to my untrained eye. So that's why I am going to send this in to be graded, because as you're going to see in the next picture, if you take a second and look at the different values of the coins, there is a heck of a difference in value of the coins. So check this out. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of difference, and it's a worth getting this thing looked at by somebody much smarter than me, because maybe I'm looking at it with a wishful eye here, but that definitely looks like a near to me, how close this point is to that edge. And anybody watching this, If you've got something different to say about it, I would love to hear what you have to say about it. If there's a way I'm looking at this thing that's not correct. But that's what I think I have. I'll wait to hear some comments if anybody does comment. Otherwise, I'm going to try to send this in next week to get graded. And I will probably do a live opening of the package to see if that's what I do have or not. So thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. Comment, questions, hit the like button down there. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.